Hello and welcome inside another episode of the Sherwood Park Crusaders pregame show. My name is Zach Marks. Pleased to be joined. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome inside another episode of the Sherwood Park Crusaders pregame show. My name is Zach Marks. Pleased to be joining you from the Eagle Builders Center here in Black Falls, Alberta for the AJHL Showcase, day number 4, game 2 for the Sherwood Park Crusaders as they look to bounce back after dropping a 5-4 overtime decision to the Olds Grizzlies on Friday. Their opponents today will be the Calgary Canucks, who are coming off an overtime loss of their own, 4-3 at the hands of the Spruce Grove Saints on Friday afternoon, and both these teams are coming off of tough games where they allowed goals in the final period to force overtime before dropping the game eventually. Sherwood Park has dropped their past 2 in extra hockey, a shootout loss to the Grand Prairie Storm and the overtime loss to the Olds Grizzlies on Friday. So they'll look to close out their showcase with a win here this afternoon. Now the story of the game will be the special teams for these two sides, as Sherwood Park comes in with the second best penalty kill in the Alberta Junior Hockey League, trailing only the Grand Prairie Storm with just over 92%. Meanwhile, the Calgary Canucks have the best power play in the league, so it will be an interesting one to see how the special teams match up throughout this one. Sherwood Park looking to force their way back to 500, 2-3-2 to this point in the season. And we'll see what they can do here this afternoon. Eric Roost will get the start for the Crusaders as he looks to bounce back after dropping that game against Grand Prairie in the shootout. In a game he played very well in, just could not get the offensive support with just the 1 goal against in regulation and then 1 goal in the shootout. That's all for me here from Eagle Builders Center. But let's have a quick word with head coach Evan McFeeters about how he feels heading into this one against Calgary. I'm joined now by head coach Evan McFeeters. And Evan, a tough 5-4 overtime loss to the Olds Grizzlies to open the showcase. What positives do you take from that performance?
You know what, Zach, it was a tough loss and result, but I think that was one of our better games of the season. I think we controlled the play for a large part of the game. We had a lot of opportunities to score. We scored 4 goals, which should be good enough to win most nights here. And I just thought as a group we had a real good performance. I think we put together 2 or 3 here in a row that are really good. We're just not getting the points, and we seem to be dropping some points into the third period. Maybe it's just a little bit of nerves or some mis-execution late in games here. But I think moving forward, I think we like where we're at as a hockey club, and tonight we just got to make sure we get over the final hurdle of sealing out and then closing games out.
Your opponent today, the Calgary Canucks, not a team Sherwood Park sees all that often, just 3 times this season. How do you game plan for them when you don't have as much game film against them?
Yeah, I stayed here throughout the weekend to watch every single team, just to take notes and learn and watch all the players. And a lot of the coaches are still around in the league, but that doesn't mean that they don't make adjustments. So I saw a big adjustment in the Olds Grizzlies, and I watched the same thing with Calgary. These guys they can skate, and they got players that can make some plays, and they got probably one of the better goaltenders in the league. So they're going to be a match that's very similar to the Olds Grizzlies, where they're going to maybe not try to outscale us, but they're certainly going to try to outwork us and outskate us, and then rely on some good goaltending. They took the Spruce Grove Saints into overtime and had their backs against the wall. So they're coming in as a confident group, knowing that they can beat anyone on every single night, and I think we are too. And with our performance on Friday, as much as we didn't get the 2 points, I think that we're going to take the positives from that game and carry it forward. As long as we start well, we should be able to jump on these guys, and that's our plan here. But we want to make sure that we play a full 60.
The Canucks have the number 1 power play in the league. How important is it for your group to play a disciplined game today?
Well, against everybody. I think if you look at our last game, keep going back and referring to that because it's fresh in the mind, but we took 1 penalty the whole game. It just happened to be with 1 minute and 20 seconds left, and then they scored the tying goal on the special teams. So we want to take 0 penalties, but we understand that there's going to be infractions. So I think for us, it's the discipline that we can control after the whistle. We don't want to get involved in anything. Within the game, we have to play hard, and we have to go win 50-50 races, and then things may happen. But we've had a really good penalty kill team throughout the year, and I think our pre-scouting and our preparation will put our guys in a good position to do a job tonight.
Right. Thank you, Coach. Good luck today.
Thanks, Zach.